Hey guys, it's Jan, Not a Real Farm. So it's Friday evening. Thought I'd bring you through the greenhouse and show you some of the cool things that are happening. Check it out. Look at this. We are now starting to get orange peppers. Amazing. So they're just starting to change. These are a medium-sized sweet pepper that we like to grow and put on our nachos and things like that. And we actually have quite a bit of them. Still green, but we will have quite a bit of peppers. We have lots on the other side as well. Here is the queen of the night tomatoes. So you can see they're already starting to change from that nice light green to a sort of a black shoulders. And then eventually this will turn sort of a red and a gold, which will be cool. Our fish peppers here have started to, look here, started to fruit. So fish peppers always have those nice striations on them. You can see lines, and they're hot. Let me see if I can get closer to one. There we go. So they'll always be striped. And then in the back here, our pink cherry tomatoes are doing amazing. Check this out. Let me get through here. Look at that. Then, of course, we have our tiki torch sunflowers. So these are just growing like gangbusters. Look at all the flower heads. Even some I can't even reach, but they've all started to now, if you look inside, they've all started to create their sunflower seeds. So this is a very productive sunflower seed. Really nice ornamental to put in the driveway or put somewhere where it can be displayed. And I really enjoyed growing it this year. I'm walking on through. Look at the abundance of peppers we got happening here. Tons of peppers. It's been so hot here that the plants are really enjoying it, the ones that really like the heat. These are my peanuts. So the peanuts have already flowered. And so essentially what will happen is they're almost like potatoes where they'll die down and then you know that that's when that peanut is ready. This one is still sending out leaves. More peppers. And here's our sesame. So a really cool thing about sesame is once the flowers, so these, they come out like this, which they're beautiful, have died off, you'll get these pods all the way up the sesame. Now we have sesame in our store too, and so this is saved seed from last year. And what'll happen is these pods will eventually turn brown. And that's when you can actually take them just off the plant and crack them open. And this entire pod will be filled with brand new sesame seeds. And sesame seeds taste so much different when they are actually grown at home than what you get from the store. Here's our little peeps tomatoes. So I've been doing little bits and pieces of videos for you, but you can see here now, this guy is absolutely ready to be picked. So these will give you tomatoes the size of basically a cherry tomato. Really nice and sweet and really enjoyable to eat. And here is our healthy peppers. So they're going to start out yellow. They'll get bigger and then they're going to turn that nice red that we really like. And then moving on through, check out our cayennes. So we have so much cayennes this year. Look how long these are called witch finger cayennes. So you can kind of tell why. They have that kind of cool, weird shape, almost like a witch finger. And they get very big. So if you're looking to sort of dry out chilies and things like that for the winter, where you throw them in your soups and your stews and your chilies, these are the ones to really put in to give it that bite. Check it out. See. Getting way bigger here. Here's our purple hot peppers. So these are our purple Chinese peppers. Take a look at these. So they're just starting to get bigger now, and they have that nice purple color on them. And way in the back here is our strawberry tomato. So these are our black strawberry tomatoes, and pretty much now they're ready to pick. So let's take a look here. So it's split because we watered, and then of course it had a lot of sun in here today and it's really hot. But if you take a look, you can see how cool these tomatoes are. They have that nice blue striation over them. Then they have sort of an orangey gold, and they're really nice and sweet. A nice salad tomato to eat. So these are the black strawberry tomatoes. Our watermelons are still growing. Take a look. Getting bigger every day. And then we have some over here and another one here. So let's see how they do. So far, so good. Then if we move forward a little bit, we've got ginormous. I know that's not a word, but it is in here. Look at how tall the sunflowers are. I'm never going to be able to reach the heads of these. So when they finish maturing, I'm going to have to actually latch onto them and pull them down to get the seeds. But look how tall those are. And as a matter of fact, they're a mixture of sunflowers. And if we go on over here, you'll be able to see the color. So they were red. This one is a red up here, if I can grab it. You can see that nice red color. So they make beautiful seeds. So I'm really happy about that. Then we have our marigolds, which are still holding up strong in all this heat. We still have more grapes. So if we pick these, they almost look like a really big blueberry, don't they? But they are delicious. So we'll be making wine and jam for the rest of the summer, I think, with these. But they are totally amazing. Really tasty. Over in here, we've got what's called a silvery fir tomato. So if you take a look, the leaves actually almost look fluffy. And then they put out these nice saladette tomatoes. So they are growing really, really good. And then we've got more tomatoes in here that are doing their thing. And we also have our corn. So we'll see how that one does out there. Guys, the corn outside is amazing. I got to show you. Our hibiscus has taken off. So these are going to be a lighter pink hibiscus. And we've got more flower heads up here. Big, beautiful plants. I can't wait to see what they actually look like. And then we have two more over here. So we're going to have some really beautiful hibiscus. We'll see how they turn out. And you know what? Let's just pick this while we're going through. Let's twist this guy off. Oops. Let's twist him off and keep going. Oh, check it out. We have way more zucchini down here. So this guy's ready to pick. We'll pick him in the AM. The yellow zucchini has really done well this year. I'm really happy. That one's a big one. Wow. These are an Italian paste tomato. So these tomatoes that we have are basically the kind of tomatoes that you can leave on the vine and hang up in the winter. They're very dry, so they're great for paste, but that's about it. They have no juice to them whatsoever. So in the winter time, what you can do is if you leave them on the vine and you clip them, you hang them up in your pantry, and they still last about 2 to 3 months after harvesting them, as long as they stay on the vine. Okay guys, let's walk on through. So the potato bed is done. So these are indicating now that my potatoes are pretty much ready to harvest and pick. Everything's dying down. So I'll be able to come in here this weekend now and harvest all these potatoes and can them. And then if we turn around, my double red corn is now starting to dry down. So we'll be able to pick that and save the seed. And our oats are done. So here is what I meant when I said that you had to wait for the stalks to dry down. And you can see the difference in the color of the oats. And so these are a hulless oat. And so now all I have to do is harvest these and basically take out the oats. I'll do a video on that so you can see how I do it. Let's walk on through. Everything over there, especially with the garlic, is really progressing really well. Inside the garlic patch, what's happening is the bulbils are now starting to come out on the scapes. So we will be harvesting those soon as well. You can see how much dill I have. It's almost gone crazy. So all of those flowers on the top will turn into seed. And walking on through, we're in the evening now, so the bugs are of course clinging onto me. There is our calendula. More dill. This, of course, is our asparagus, so it is done. It's still got little flowers that wants to come out, so we'll maybe let that happen. But sometimes what I do is I just trim all this down once it dies. We go. We are going to have raspberries before the season is out. The tomatoes that I clipped off just strictly from the leaves, you can see how much and how big these tomato plants have gotten. And so now what you're seeing is you are seeing the tomatoes develop. Something tells me that these tomatoes are going to be beefsteaks, so I'm going to have to watch it and make sure that they don't sort of snap off the branches. But it's growing amazing. So those are going to be beefsteaks over that little snip over there, and that one grew really big. And these ones are going to be a cherry tomato. So this is the kind of thing that I like to do to extend the season. It isn't necessarily going to be a tomato I'll keep for seed, but boy, if you can get as much tomatoes as you can to make that sauce for the winter to put away, it's awesome. And let's take a look. Running through here. Look at all of the beans on these plants. Let me see if I can bend down as far as I can here. Look at this. Check out the beans. The beans are so much on this one plant that it's actually bent down onto the ground. Check it out. Beans, beans, and more beans. Unbelievable. If we turn around, I've got another bean patch here. Look at all these beans that I have to harvest. And the size of them this year is amazing. Check this out. We move the leaves out of the way so you can see. Amazing. And of course, we've got tomatoes happening back here. So once again, these were cuttings that I took from side shoots. And so these are going to most likely be a beefsteak as well. They're starting to get nice and big. So once again, tomatoes that you can use for if you're making tomato sauce and things like that. That's what I like to do. And this is our cantaloupe. So the cantaloupe you can see is really soaking up that sun. It's got tons of flowers. I actually pollinated 2 cantaloupes yesterday, so we got a lot of male flowers. But here is a female flower. And I see that there's lots of bees in here, so they're doing their job, so we're going to leave them be for now. Haha. Here is our corn. Lots of pollinators in the corn. Our pea patch. More potatoes. And check it out, guys. More corn. Something tells me we're going to get another small batch of corn before the season is out. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to turn around so you can see the abundance of the crop that we grew this year. Check it out. So we have a lot more things that we grew this year at Not a Real Farm. And I know my videos have slowed down, but it's now into that season where I have to start paying attention to saving the seeds and making sure that the crop is looked after so that we can put some stuff away for the winter. And here is the flax. So what's going to happen with the flax now is it's going to start to flower. And at the end of this, we'll have our nice flax seeds that we can harvest. The potatoes are doing amazing. They're still flowering. But that tells me that we've got baby tomatoes under, or baby tomatoes. Listen to me, I got tomatoes on the brain. Baby potatoes under there. And then these are the peppers. And the peppers are starting to grow like trees. So we'll leave it here today, guys. Tomorrow I will do the back greenhouse so you can see how wonderful that's doing as well. Thank you so much, everybody, and all the new subscribers and everybody who joined the channel. You've all been a wonderful support. Thank you very much. See you soon.